colour is your Citroen C1? I mean, Bugatti. I have 5 Rolls Royces parked outside right now, just in case the other 4 break. What do you do? Oh, you're a doctor. Yikes. No, it's cool. It's just I kind of quadruple your salary, and I don't even have to deal with sick people. Yeah, life sucks, huh? Oh, what do I do? Oh, what don't I do? Am I right? I do crypto, drive fast cars, travel the world, get laid. Well, I gotta get back to my 5-story mansion with my butler and strippers. So keep saving people's lives, you stinky peasant. I mean, you're a great guy who's just a lot less rich than me. Cue the jazz music for this one. Pursue purpose, not materialism, is one of the most important topics in my life. So much so that it's literally my channel banner. I've spoken about the importance of purpose in a lot of my other videos, but I haven't yet done an entire video based on it, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I'll be keeping this video specific to purpose in general, so that it can fit with whatever beliefs that you have regardless of what they are, as well as telling you how you can find yours at the end of the video. Because I'm just a generous soul like that. I'm just a nice guy. I'm gonna start with a quick story, so if you really can't be asked to listen to that, skip to this timestamp. I got into self-improvement and started consuming unfiltered content around 2 years ago now. I was finally starting to feel like I was waking up to the realities of the world I'm living in. The entire escaping the rat race topic was exciting and made a lot of sense to me. I got very entrepreneurial minded and started building a newfound passion for business. However, this passion wasn't funded by the best kind of fuel. I liked the materialism of it. I liked the status, image, and doorways that entrepreneurship would open for me, just like the men that I watched. This, of course, wasn't the only fuel that I had. I also dreamed of financially freeing everybody I loved in my life. I dreamt of owning my dream cars and traveling the world and networking with other incredible people. Overall, the desire was still positive. In fact, I still desire all of those things. They haven't gone away. I ended up dragging my best mate into this dream of mine and inspiring him to make a business alongside me so that we could reach the stars together. We both began consuming your generic guru content and decided to land on a very underground, definitely not rinsed business model known as dropshipping. We both had jobs at this point and were in the exact same college course 3 days a week, resulting in us not having enough time to do our research and eventually get our business off the ground, or that was our excuse anyway. I won't continue boring you with my stories much longer, but long story short, we had zero passion for this model and spent all of our time doing anything else and only dreaming of the materialistic end goal. I then went on to pursue a different model on my own for 8 months before discovering the true meaning of purpose, and then taking a step back and noticing that I'd once again wasted more time. It was a bit of a stinky scenario, but nonetheless it was life experience and it's brought me to my current level of self-understanding. So what's the moral here? Obviously I didn't have a purpose. That's not to completely crush the goodness of materialistic desires. As humans, we'll never stop understanding the value of materialism and never stop wanting it. Luxuries like nice cars and expensive resorts are all the rewards of the hard work that somebody has put in, hence should be enjoyed if earned. But if that's your only motivation for life, I'm here to tell you that you will experience a huge awakening when that's achieved. The difference between materialism and purpose is one is temporary self-pleasuring and the other is constantly self-fulfilling. Your purpose is your mission, and without your mission, you have no direction or constant reason for living. As humans, and especially men, the reason we get out of bed in the morning is to fulfill some sort of mission for the day. Maybe you have a meeting at work, or maybe just a few errands to run. Either way, mission and objective is what motivates us to get out of bed in the morning. Whether you're viewing it from a sciencey hormone way or a religious spiritual way, these missions that we have every single day are all leading us to one or many long-term goals. Pursuing a materialistic life would mean that all of those long-term goals are all materialistic. Things like owning a dream car or buying your parents a house. Long-term materialistic goals are all achievable once. What are you going to do when you've achieved those materialistic goals, like owning your dream car or buying your parents a house? Most likely set more materialistic goals, right? So then you do that, repeat the same process, and achieve them again. Eventually, you're going to run out of long-term goals that have micro daily missions motivating enough to get you out of bed in the morning. So then you become depressed and suddenly you feel empty. This is the sad reality of a lot of self-made wealthy people in this world who just haven't been able to hack the philosophy of purpose. Or they have, but they just still sort of prefer to pursue the materialism instead. Let's say now we have another guy whose long-term goals aren't solely materialistic. He has a few on his wall, like making 100k a month, buying his dream car, whatever. But among these goals, he has his current idea of his purpose, and that is becoming a doctor. This is incredibly shallow, because once again, when he becomes a doctor, that long-term goal is achieved, and he'll just have to continue setting more until eventually he feels purposeless, just like that millionaire we spoke about. So let's start again. Guy has a mix of materialistic goals and his purpose. His current idea of his purpose is to become a brain surgeon and simply give as many people as possible a second chance at life. This is a powerful purpose to have because this can never end. Obviously, assuming AI doesn't take the job. You see, becoming a doctor is purposeful, but when you actually become a doctor, that's the goal over. Whereas understanding your purpose as giving people a second chance at life by becoming a brain surgeon is never ending. That's always going to be a short-term and long-term mission that you can work towards every single day. This guy gets to wake up every single day with a long and short-term mission that he is genuinely passionate about. And even if this guy was to later on discover a deeper or different life purpose to becoming a brain surgeon and giving people a second chance at life, he's still the kind of guy to find a new purpose for his life and continue feeling purposeful throughout his entire life because he simply understands purpose and prioritizes it. Whoa, hold up. Where do you think you're going? I just want to ask for less than 30 seconds of your time to help grow the channel. If you've never seen me before, my name is Ray and I'm a young guy who spent the last 2 years of my life growing my intellect and becoming very knowledgeable in a lot of areas. I currently have 7 subscribers, all of which I'm very grateful for, but I post videos just like this every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at the exact same time. I plan to persistently pump out 3 value-packed videos every single week, regardless of the numbers I see. If you don't want to subscribe now, continue listening to me and make that decision at the end. How do you find yours? Well, you start by understanding purpose and then asking yourself a few questions. A purpose is a constant mission that can be achieved over and over again. It's something that you love, feel very strongly about, are good at, and want to spend your life doing. I currently personally believe that purpose can change throughout your life and that you should always be on the lookout for new passions or deeper purposes every now and then. Purpose is unique to everybody and can be absolutely anything. The way in which I believe that you find a deep-rooted purpose within yourself is not through a single YouTube video, but instead through exploring and experimenting for many months and even years. So with that being said, these questions that you can journal to yourself about will be an awesome start of your pursuits. What are your passions, hobbies, and activities that you love? One of the ways that you can ensure happiness in your life is if you are constantly doing something that makes you happy and that you love. This is a step that a lot of people unintentionally miss out just because the line of work that they end up pursuing is meaningful to them, they're great at it, it pays very well and all that good stuff, but they don't end up actually enjoying the work within that profession all too much. Yes, you can feel purposeful without doing something that you love, but why wouldn't you want to do something that you love every single day? I think purpose is even better with happiness, even if it makes you less money. What are some causes or movements that you feel very strongly about? What are some issues in this world that you'll feel passion in fixing? Are there any current pandemics going on across the globe that you are knowledgeable in or that you want to get knowledgeable in? This is part of feeling meaningful in what you do. You can imagine how meaningful scientists in cancer research laboratories feel if they genuinely are passionate about fixing that issue. What are you good at? It goes without saying, but in order to truly love your work, of course you have to be good at it. Mastering your craft is a huge part of how you feel purposeful in this world. Along with this, I will just add in to make sure that you're not all over the place when it comes to leveling up your crafts. If you're big on business, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to say next. If you're one of the best or the best in a specific niche, you're going to be much more valuable to other people. You want to get good at one or a couple things so that you can lock in all of your energy and all of your potential to those specific things so that you can become one of the best. This will also make you feel incredibly special and of necessity to the world, playing into feeling purposeful. What do you want to spend your life like? How much of your life do you want to be work? Do you want a more flexible job, maybe in the form of self-employment, so that you can pursue more other personal interests in your life regularly, like traveling the world whilst you still work? Or would you maybe prefer the comfort of, staying in one place, being employed and having a boss? What are some non-work related aspects of your life that you really want to keep? You should always choose a purpose and a line of work that is flexible with the other important personal interests in your life that you want to keep. To feel the most masculine in this pursuit of purpose, you want a large percentage of your life to be in the service of others, while maintaining a smaller percentage to keeping yourself happy. This is my guide to how to feel miserable with your life, Do the complete opposite. Just serve yourself all the time and indulge in every single micro desire that comes to your brain. Pursuit of solely materialism has an end, and when you reach that end, the lack of mission and feeling of emptiness that follows will make you depressed. On the other hand, an unexamined life isn't worth living, but if all you're doing is examining, you're not living. Meaning, pursue purpose, not materialism, and always keep your eye out for new, potential, deeper purposes, but don't spend your entire life searching. Use materialistic goals, like I've used this one every single time, but buying a dream car, kind of like extra motivation, you know, like motivation for extra goodies that come with doing what you love. The most purposeful people in this world win, lead, and are happy. What's it worth living a life without happiness? Am I right, folks?
Am I right?
Purposefully click the video that pops up at the end, or I will buy your entire career with my multiple millions of dosh that I have in the bank because I'm so rich and cool and because you're a brokey. Bye.